All right, I think I am live. Let me just make sure here. Yep, YouTube says it so it must be true. So, welcome everybody to a special Friday evening session where I'm coming back on to complete out all the donations from this earlier session, all my YouTube channel memberships, free readings, and then I had just like a couple of handfuls, like I think 10 free readings. So I wanted to complete those as well. So we'll complete everything. I didn't get to any free readings in the earlier session, only donations, and obviously not to all of them. So I'll start with them. I did put in the description box of the video the order in which I am going to complete these readings. Well, I'll try to make sure. I'm going to double check to make sure I stay in order as I put it there, so you can see when your reading um, is completed and you can find it or know how long it's going to be before we get there. So I'll start off with donations first. I do have 5 donations, so I'll complete those. Those take a little longer, and then we'll go to the YouTube channel monthly members. I do have 4 of those. Those go faster. They're just 1 to 2 card readings. And then we'll do the I think it's like 10. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9 or 10. I lost count as my mouse moved. So, but we'll get into that. And you'll notice there's no chat in this session. I'm not taking any new readings for this session, but I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. And then tomorrow night as well at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And then on Sunday as well at 11 a.m. Mountain Time if you'd like to join me then for more readings. All right. So let's dive in. Thank you guys for your patience too. It took me a little time to cut and paste and go through and make sure I got everyone. I think hopefully I didn't miss anyone. If I did, please let me know. And we'll see what we can do about that for you. But that's what we're going to do. So we'll jump in here first. We have Lynn. So Lynn, thank you so much for your donation via Z-PayPal. So let me get your information up here. So you wanted to know what is coming towards you in the next 3 months. So let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know, what heads up for the next 3 months. So we'll do cards for month 1, month 2, month 3. So month 1, all right, month 2. I feel like we've got month 3. And then they want you to know these things on the bottom too. You've got like, okay, there's 1, 2, and 3, so there's 1 for each month. Oh, okay, I get it. All right. Well, let us scooch these over and let's get into it here. So, Lynn, we do have the 10 of Cups is the underlying energy for the entire reading, which we like that, right? It is the card of ultimate joy and fulfillment of emotion and overflowing. So I really like that. I mean, overall, there's this great energy of joy, joy, joy. Ultimately, that is the underlying energy for the 3 months. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Now, month 1, you only got 1 card for that one, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So that is abundance, looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. It is also a new opportunity that opens up in the first month. So I like that. It feels like this is the beginning, the rollout of a change in your life, and a significant change at that. Let's see, the underlying energy. You have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about leaving behind old ways of thinking, moving into new ways of thinking, moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. And when there is this energy that comes with it about when we have change of thought, you know how they say, like, watch your thoughts because they become your words, watch your words because they come your actions. That's the kind of energy that's here. And I feel like the first month has been really working on letting some old ways of thinking, small T truths, like things rooted in fear, fall away and you're looking at things from a higher perspective, a different perspective that allows you to ignite this movement that then moves to the outside world. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, with that Six of Swords being the underlying energy for that first month, can mean movement, movement of home, if that's something that resonates, or movement of job or movement of relationship. And it doesn't mean that you have to leave it, it just means it's changing and you're making change regarding it. So I like that for your first month. It's really the ignition of things. And then month two, you've got the Justice card. So that's the balancing between small t truth and capital T truths. So this energy is really prominent on changing of thoughts. And then you have the King of Wands. I love it. Have a lion on the throne there. And that is energy that has to do with, these two together are so perfect because the King of Wands is like the Emperor, where you're determining that and remembering, I'm the king, I'm the emperor over my empire, over yourself. And there's a lot of people in the throne room that are self-appointed advisors telling you the shoulds and the supposed to be and the need to be, the have to be, those small t truths, right? Rooted in fear. And you're realizing that's opinion. Thank you for your opinion, but I'm the king. You guys can go and leave the throne room. I'm going to make some decisions. I'm going to decide what I want. I'm going to put a plan together. I'm going to put action behind that plan. So all this energy really is about you making decisions, and you're getting a lot of clarity around what it is that you want and not what everyone else wants. Yeah. Two of Swords. It's like decision making in this second month. And the Two of Swords is sometimes like this energy of the head versus the heart. Like we have the mind that has those small t truths of supposed to be and should be and need to be, but our heart wants to do this, but the mind's been keeping it restricted. And this is this freedom and this power to choose, like close your eyes and open your heart. And what is it you want to do, right? The underlying energy, you do have the Knight of Cups, which is following your heart, the quest of following your heart. So I feel like there's this big spark in your first month, this energy of change, change, change. And so you're taking new opportunities are opening up because of your change of mindset. And then the month two is you deciding, all right, now that I feel like I'm kind of stepping into my power, what is it that I really want with my life? And you're making some strong decisions in the second month. Third month, you have four cards up top. You've got the Knight of Swords. So again, movement of thought is really coming in here, the quest of clarity, seeing things from a higher perspective. You have the Seven of Wands. I love that because the Seven of Wands is this energy of standing up and being seen, not dimming your light, not asking permission to shine, not defending the change, not feeling the need to defend your change of a mind and your change of direction. And this is what I want. You don't have to defend it. You are the one that's deciding it. And so there's the stepping into your power even more so, and stepping forward. And then you have the Four of Wands. Yeah, joy, celebration. So this is this joy, 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 and it makes sense. The stable energy, this gatherings and celebration that kind of comes with all of this because you're being true to your authentic self. You're following your path. You're following your joy rather than your fears, right? So I like this energy for you. And then you have the High Priestess. Yeah. Again, following your heart. The High Priestess is amazing because she steps back, she goes up into her High Priestess temple, connects to the higher realms, looks behind the veil, dives deep into her subconscious and her emotions, but a lot of hidden things are being revealed. A lot of insight and clarity comes in here in your third month that allows you to see what is it that you truly want, and you make strives towards it. Yeah, and then the energy on the underneath there is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is this energy of two choices in the outside world. Again, it's like the Two of Swords, but this is like you are seeing this balance and going, All right. I have two directions I can go, or two things that I want to accomplish. And I feel like there's this energy of you can juggle two things for a little bit, but while you're transitioning, but so you don't have to leap from one to the other. You can kind of, it would be like you're working a full time job and then you're like, let's say, starting your own business, and while like the full-time job is funding you while you're getting this up and going, this gets bigger, this comes smaller, where like you're like, I need to cut my hours, I need to go to part-time because this is making up for that difference, and then this becomes so big that you can just psh, psh. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling there. So I like this change, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be job, it could be relationship, it can be home, it can be, whatever this is, these decisions that are coming up here for you. But it is a beautiful time of joy. You're definitely following your joy. And I feel like that's a big piece of all that. So I love that for you, Lynn. And you also get a fortune cookie here. Let me see. What are we being drawn to here? I feel like you're being drawn to an angel number. Let me just finish putting these cards intermittently here. There we go. All right, so angel number. What else for Lynn regarding these 3 months? What else do you want her to know? All right, there it is. Wow, okay. Simmer down. Yeah, you got commitment. 0606. So you might see that number quite a bit, but it's about loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, and solutions. It says applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. So being honest with yourself, what your true dream is. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. All right. I love it. All right. So that's what they have for you, Lynn. Again, thank you so much for your donation. So appreciative. All right. And then up next, we have Infinity. So, Infinity, thank you for your donation via Zcash app. And you wanted to know, is it a good idea to move in with Kay, or would it be better to stay where you are at? All right. So what we'll do is we'll pull cards about moving in with Kay, see what energy is around that, and then staying where you are, what energy is around that, and you can see what energy resonates best for you. Because there is no should be or supposed to be. There's just different choices with different outcomes, and spirit's like, whatever you want. It's like you choosing, do you want vanilla ice cream or chocolate? And you're like, it doesn't matter. It's ice cream. What would you like? And so they're gonna see what taste you want. What flavor are you looking for energetically? All right. So if you move in with K, all right. Got that one and that one. I feel like they wanted those two. All right. Wow. Okay. And then if you stay where you're at. All right. Wow. A lot of cards. They really want to talk tonight. All right. Yeah. So in the middle, they want to put this in the middle. You have the Four of Cups, emotional stability in the middle, and the Five of Cups underneath that too. But you have the Temperance card too. But so they're all this underlying energy is, um, and I like it with the Temperance too, because the Temperance card is all about, you know, alchemy, things unfolding, things going forward. And I don't feel like it's going to be, yeah, I even got the King of Wands under that, which is all about you get to choose what it is that you want to do, and there's no wrong. It's you're either way, you're going to get um, to where you're wanting to go in life. Neither is going to be a deal breaker of things. So I like that, right? So like, okay, so I can choose whatever I want. It's not very hugely impactful. Now, if you move in with K, let's see what energy we have. We have justice. So we have balance energy that comes in here, revealing of truth, a balancing out of things. You do have a death and rebirth card. So there is this feeling of change, this feeling of newness. um, where it does help you with your transformation. It helps you really look at things because I feel like there are, like when we move in with anyone, it's not always, you know, harmony, right? There's thoughts and beliefs inside of us that don't agree. Like, why are you doing that? That's not the way you do that. Or don't you know you're not supposed to do that? Or, you know, especially if you're used to being by yourself, there's that getting used to sharing an environment with someone that has different ways of looking at things. So it does definitely bring a little bit of that. But you have the emperor energy too. So this is like the king of wands energy where it's like you get to decide what you want. And I feel like it's very clear to kind of, if before doing that, kind of setting some ground rules, finding out the important things, making sure you're aligned there. This is very much about, it's the number 4 in the major arcana, which is a stability, which brings you stability. But when two empires occupy the same land, they have to have ground rules and boundaries. Otherwise, there's skirmishes and war, right? What are you doing on my land? All right. And you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is you definitely learn some perseverance through there. So, I feel like it's kind of like you learn patience, especially with that Temperance card having coming out. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. It could work out well. You have the blood, the sweat, the tears of the Eight of Pentacles. It's, if you put in the work, the outcome can be beneficial for you. But it does take perseverance to work through it all, right? It's not going to be like all, you know, whatever they call it, sugar and honey. There's going to be some bitterness and some stuff that it's important to kind of set the ground rules on how you'll communicate, like get together every couple weeks and just say, is everything good? Anything you want to tell me? Anything that I want to tell you? And be open-minded, open-hearted, and not, pointing fingers, but so, does it in talking about conflict when it happens, and working through things, right? You have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. It also tells me that um, you recognize the fruit isn't what you really wanted. So I feel like if you move in with them, it wouldn't be permanent. I feel like if there's a lease that you would be like, you know what, this has been great, but I think I want to go a different direction, and so I'm not gonna renew the lease. So in 2 months or whatever, we'll have to find different places, whatever. So that's what I kind of feel that energy will be there. I feel like you learn and grow a lot, but I also feel like you're like, oh, okay, that's enough, whether it's a 6 months or a year lease or something like that, right? All right. If you stay where you're at, you have the Ace of Cups, which is self love and a lot of joy. You have the Six of Cups, which there is this past life energy here. Tell me more about this one here. You have the Hierophant. So there is a great deal of spiritual growth with staying by yourself here. Yeah, and the full card is ending of a cycle, beginning of a new adventure, letting go of things, freedom, kind of feel here, and the Queen of Wands, which is talking to spirit, but also stepping into your own power that comes in here too. So it feels like this energy is very freeing and very powerful, and because you have this alone time, you learn, but you learn independently. Uh, and we'll look at these other 4 cards, but it does feel like uh, the other one feels like more hands-on suffering learning. That sounds bad. The other is like you learn by watching other people suffering if you stay where you're at now. That's interesting, right? Um, You have the Four of Swords, which is rest, peace of mind. There we go. You also have the World card. So you have both the Full card, the ending and victory, ending of a cycle and beginning of new adventures. So you still learn by staying where you're at. Um, and the Hermit, yeah. So being alone, having your alone time with spirit. So definitely they're saying this is that aloneness. And the Seven of Cups. So you ended with the Seven of Pentacles on the other. This one you end with the Seven of Cups, which is that you do face some emotions being by yourself or being where you're at now, where you get to work through your emotions and any emotional confusion. But I just feel like there's like a lot of different emotions that you're able to process and transform in staying where you're at. So it can be some fears about finances or fears about abundance or whatever fears that are rooted I'm sorry, emotions that are rooted in fear that come up and allow you to kind of transform those and see 'em from a different perspective. And I feel like it's because of the kind of hermity energy of staying where you're at. You're not distracted by conflict or um, interactions. Um, and maybe they would want you to, like you would have like a lot of conversation, so you don't have as much alone time, so you don't have as much reflection time either. So if that makes sense. So that's the energies they have. Hopefully that helps their infinity. It feels like, you know, either either way you're going to learn and grow. Just one involves the hands-on, energy with someone. Um, and I feel like you make more progress being where you're at now because it feels more alone and hermity. Um, so if that makes sense. Less distraction. Let's see here. And then your fortune cookie is from this. The universe has your back. Yeah. So trust yourself. You got the dragonfly transformational energy here. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. So where's your heart taking you? You know, when you close your eyes and open your heart, what does your heart say? Follow that. And you're just like, yeah, be alone. Or, yeah, move in. What is it? What comes there when you close your eyes and open your heart? Because spirit will guide you. Your heart knows the way. So hopefully that helps infinity. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And then up next, we've got Delsi Joy. So Delsi, thank you for your donation via Zcash app. And you wanted to know the energy with the business selling national weight loss product. All right. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know based on current energies? The energy around a business selling national weight loss products. All right. Got this one. They want that one first. Oh, there was one underneath it too. And then they want that one there. They want this one. They want this one. They do want that one and that one. I don't know why I'm whispering. All right. So let's see what we got here. All right. So you do have the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. And the Eight of Pentacles does show if you put in the blood, the sweat, the tears, um, you invest and do the due diligence in researching the product and making sure whatever this weight loss product is that it is what it is. I mean, it's like doing the work, doing the research, getting it all, and then putting in all the effort that you can have reward from it with the Eight of Pentacles. That's the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, they have the Tower card. And this does show that, you know, there are some sudden changes and some sudden alterations that come out of nowhere regarding it. So, be ready for surprises, be ready for delays, be ready for sudden change with that product. And so it feels like, with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like do your research, your due diligence and all that, that to take your time with it too, because I feel like there's going to be a sudden change that comes up with the product, with how it's organized, with how um, it's distributed, which makes sense with everything going on in the world. So it's making sure that you have all contingencies covered. Like, okay, what if there's a delay? Before we do all this, let's make sure that we can get the product in a timely manner before we try to launch and make some big financial decisions. So be aware of that with the Tower card. Yeah, and the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is joy and celebration. The Two of Pentacles is having two sources of income. And I feel like this is important because with all this energy of that tower, it's like have a backup. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. Because I feel like over time it can work itself out, but I feel like there's going to be some sudden and things that happen that cause kind of some delays in things. So just be wary and have a second backup or do two things, not just one. Not all your eggs in one basket. Then you have two cards next to each other. You have the Queen of Cups. Trust your gut, trust your instinct when it comes to these things. And the Page of Swords. Again, do your research. Plan, plan, plan. Clarity, clarity, clarity. Because I do feel like there's this gut instinct that tells you some things, and you're like, I want to make sure. That's why do your due diligence and get clarity around things. If your heart and your gut want you to, let me ask some more questions, or I'm not sure yet. Trust that spidey sense before you make big investments. Okay. Two cards underlying energy here. Yeah. So you do have the Four of Pentacles, which is a solid foundation in the outside world that comes after the Phoenix. Again, the Phoenix is the rebirth, a change of things, a renewal, right? It's also after something burns down, it comes up even better. So, with that Tower card, I feel like that Tower card is some things burning down. So there might be some things in the beginning that it feels like it's falling apart or that you're just like, but give it time, allow it to have the rebirth. But again, that's underneath the trust in your gut and doing your research. And then the last two cards that came up here, you've got the Three of Wands and the Five of Wands. So there is allow yourself the flexibility. Don't get caught up in long-term contracts. The Five of Wands is a change of energy that happens around this. Again, there is this sudden change, these things, and the Three of Wands is about taking things in a different direction than you thought you would. So I feel like with that, um, so that energy, feels like allow yourself the flexibility to make change. And again, no long term contracts that require you a whole lot of stuff because that will lock you in, and you need this flexibility when it comes to this specific product. Right. So hopefully that helps. You're like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it, but it can still, it's like it can bring you that, but I feel like it takes longer for it to bring in the money, to bring in the success, and there's a lot of altering and changing that happens. So I would, make sure flexibility, a second source of income, not all the eggs in one basket. All right. What do we want to go to? I kind of feel like we want to go to these angel cards, healing angel cards. What do the angels want to tell you? Yeah, positive thinking. Good reminder about where we focus our energy. Positive thinking is vital in creating a healthy and abundant life. A positive attitude, along with positive beliefs and thoughts, are crucial ingredients for creating happiness. Don't worry, think love, right? So, when we focus on higher vibration, gratitude, and those and not fear and need and want, because when we have that focus on that lower vibrational energy, like I need this to do this, I want it to do this, we push that success away when we're have gratitude and trust in creator, and again listening with our heart, listening to spirit where it's leading you, is an important thing in moving forward with that. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you, Delsi. So many blessings to you. All righty. And then we have two for Maria. So thank you for your donations via the PayPal. And we will dive in here. All right. So the first one, what are Walter's feelings and thoughts towards you tonight? All right. We'll take a look here. And so those are thoughts and feelings. And then you want to know if he liked your gift for Valentine's Day. Okay. Okay. And then anything Spirit wants you to know about you and Walter's relationship. Okay. And then did he enjoy your date on the Wednesday? Oh, and this one too. All right. So what we got. So his thoughts and feelings this evening. All right. So you got the King of Wands, which is an energy of it's passion, but it's contained passion. So I just feel like there's this like feeling of that energy, but that's also the King of Wands is thinking about things, thinking what I want next, thinking of you know, what's my plans, what energy am I going to invest in. So I think they're thinking a little ahead of what where they want things to go in the very near future, not long term expectations. Just like what do I want to do next? We got the Four of Wands, which is joy and celebration. So they're feeling very much joy with your guys' relationship. And they have the Eight of Swords too, which is a good movement, letting go of fears, letting go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that may have had them feel trapped and restricted in the past. And it's a good energy because it's the flow of thought. There's not obstacles. It's free flowing mental energy. So I like it. It feels positive. It feels like enjoyment and kind of what's the very next step? Not a bunch of steps in the future. Zip, zip, zip. Right. All right. And then did they like your gift for Valentine's Day? Yeah. They have the Page of Wands, which is a heightened sense of joy and passion and uh, heightened energy. So that's good. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a balanced energy that's out there. And it's like the kind of what I'm feeling is like they were more concerned about if you were happy with your Valentine's, gift or, you know, um, what they're giving you. And so I feel like they're more, it's like, no, 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 you shouldn't have. Oh, well, thank you. But it's like, hopefully they gave you something for Valentine's Day, because it's that kind of energy of like, oh wow, I just got you this, but you got me this. I feel like they feel it like it was out of balance, like you gave them more than they gave you, kind of energy. Because they're not used to. Remember, they're not. You guys are learning to be receivers, right? You're both over givers, and so you guys can get into this comparing, like, oh, did I give more or less than them? So be aware of that energy there, but they were very happy with what you gave them. But I feel like they're just like, oh man, um, they're not sure if you were happy with what they gave you. or if they didn't give you anything, they're concerned about that. Anyway, so anything Spirit wants you to know about you and Walter's relationship? You got the Hanged Man, transformation, allowing the timing and the transformation, see things from a higher perspective, no rush, 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 right? It's about the caterpillar and the cocoon. It's evolving and transforming. You can't rush it. Aha. King of Cups. This is one of those compatibility cards, we talk about with the King of Cups being, you know, the balance between head and heart. And it's like one of those ideal, compatible partnership type of energies, in that you guys do fit like a glove and that you are very balanced in a lot of the same, ways with that there. And the 10 of Wands. It is harvest, it's victory. Be aware of where you're investing your energy in the relationship again, right? Gratitude, 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 and harvest. It's funny that the 10 of Wands has two meanings: burden or harvest and abundance. Like they're carrying all of this, normally 10 wands on their back. And it's like that can seem like, oh my gosh, that's so heavy, or look at how much I have. It's all about our energy. Am I focusing on gratitude, or am I focusing on energy of what isn't happened yet? What, this and that need to happen, and why isn't this happening? And this is what I wanted. And it's the reminder, get out of our head and get into gratitude, right? So that's important. And then, did he enjoy your date on Wednesday? Got the Four of Pentacles. Did you guys go stay at home? Uh, I like the Four of Pentacles. That's a home feeling stability. So we know that they like that energy. The Moon, yeah, a lot of emotion. Um, and yeah, and Wednesday was the full moon. So there was a lot of Leo fire energy. So there must have been some passion. But they like that Four of Pentacles that's there. Got the Six of Pentacles too, equal giving and receiving. So that is, whoa, definitely nice. Five of Pentacles. And I feel like this is important. And the Queen of Wands. So, overall, I feel like they did definitely enjoy your date on Wednesday with these cards. The and this is kind of bringing up that Two of Pentacles energy with the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. You're the Queen of Wands. You're fiery and powerful in their mind and in their perspective. And the Five of Pentacles is this fear of lack, this fear of not being enough, doing enough. And that comes in, right? Because of those expectations. They know that your mind races ahead, and that they're thinking, I wonder if they wanted more, and maybe I didn't do enough. And so they kind of second guess themselves and question themselves because they feel like you feel that way. And they pick up on your energy, which admittedly, you do feel that way sometimes, right? And it's like, hey, 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 but I feel like it's a great energy to be there. That's something they need to work through. But it's important for you to know that, yeah, am I is my energy saying, oh, we're not going to go do that or do this? Is it energy of gratitude, or is there energy of that you're feeling lacking in something? And if there's any of that, you can look at that. That's your business if you are experiencing that. And if they are, then they need to deal with that themselves too, because that's their business, not yours. But it's good to be aware of that, because if you're like, yeah, I do have that energy, well, they're picking up on that energy. And if you're not, they could be having that energy on their own anyway, or both, right? Having grown up with expectations. But let's see here. Your fortune cookie for this one, I feel like they want to know from the universe has your back. So let's take a look here. There we go. And then we'll move on to your second donation. Look at the little owls, the little love owls, and the full moon there. There you guys were Wednesday. And it says, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. When I'm thinking about the expectations, that takes away our peace because we're focusing on what's not, right? But when we're trusting the faith of the universe, going, thank you, and having gratitude, then I love that. The little owls nesting. Oh, boo boo boo. All right. So that's that one, Maria. So thank you again for your multiple donations. And for your second one, you wanted to know, what is he up to today, this evening? All right, there we go. Were you the only one he celebrates Valentine's Day with? None of your business. Take a look. Remember, his relationship with anyone else is not your business, right? Only your relationship with each other. And then what is he up to this weekend? All right, all those. Wow, okay. And then anything that you don't know that you should know regarding your connection with Walter. Okay. Anything that you don't know that you should know. All right. So, what is he up to this evening? Yep. So he's at home, Four of Pentacles, right? um. Yeah. Interesting energy. So we've got the Emperor card here, which is about making decisions and the stability, these four energy that comes in here. But yeah, but there's also uh, you got the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is the relationship, of course, because he's still lives in the same space. But there's this drama energy of the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is about being true to their authentic selves and not feeling like they have to defend their actions or what they're doing here. But so there is a night of drama at home, um, and with the house too. The Four of Pentacles is a home card, the house card. And so there's more drama around those things and trying to fix things, trying to get things. Because are they like selling what they're in, and they're going to be moving out, and so they're trying to get everything organized and together for all that. It just feels kind of stressful. Definitely not romance or anything. That's right there. Were you the only one that he celebrates Valentine's Day with? We'll take a look here. Yeah, we got the Four of Swords, peace of mind, rest your weary mind. You got the Three of Wands and the Celestial Weaver. The Celestial Weaver is unique to this deck, which is about um, creating your own life, creating your own, uh, like in charge of your own fate. And yeah, the Three of Wands energy, I feel um, I feel like they celebrated with his future ex-wife and child, like they just had a dinner together or something, and just I love you guys, I love you too. Nothing like romantic. It was like a get together, kind of energy. But again, it doesn't feel um, like romanticized. I'm going to read you the Weaver, Celestial Weaver, because I feel this is geared towards you, because this is power, manifestation, and interconnectedness. And it says, here is a power card for you today. This is a message for you to fully allow to sink in. Weave the fabric of your reality through your thoughts, your intentions, and your actions. Every thread you weave has a ripple effect in the universe. Be mindful of your thoughts and intentions. They are what shall create a beautiful tapestry of life. You are a part of a greater cosmic dance. Your existence is meaningful and interconnected with all that is, all part of the unifying field of consciousness. You are the weaver of your destiny. And with each moment you make, weave love, kindness, and harmony into the world around you. Remember, it's natural for you. So that's the reminder. You, sorry, I keep slipping off the chair here. Um, you're the one who creates your reality, not someone else's actions, not someone else's thoughts, not someone else's energy and intentions. Your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, your actions. So come back to you. Look at your fears. What if they do? It's really none of your business, right? That's what spirit says to us. Other people's actions and non actions, words or silence, none of our business. We can only be in charge of ours. Does that mean anything? No, that doesn't mean anything about you. So, you know, all you focus on is your relationship with them. His relationship with anyone else is really none of your business in a nice way. All right. And then what is he up to this weekend? Let's see what all these cards are here. We got the Three of Pentacles, creation, creation, creativity. So this Three of Pentacles, they are constructing some stuff. I feel like they're working on some things. Yeah, we even got the Two of Swords. So there's some decision making going on, and the Three of Pentacles is about being true to their authentic selves. Yeah, we got the Strength card. So they've got this alone time kind of energy. The Strength card is their human self interacting with their higher self, focusing on self love. And the Two of Wands. So with the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands, there's a lot of decision making and energy going on, and splitting of their energy. So they've got a lot going on. I just feel like they've got so much activity, so much activity. Um, so, but it feels like, again, very house or oriented. And then what you don't know that you should know regarding your connection with Walter, the Eight of Wands. Um, passion, 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 passion. Um, let's see what these other cards are here too. So there's a lot of passion, which I think you know. Ten of Pentacles is a relationship card. You've got the Six of Swords. So movement of thought, belief, and mindset from small ways to small tea truths to higher truths, from rocky waters to calmer waters. Um, got the Ten of Wands. Again, victory and energy, being aware of energy, the World card, an ending of a major cycle, beginning of new adventure, victory, and then the Knight of Wands. Yeah. So it's a quest for power, finding your own power, but a lot of passion. And so there's a lot of passionate energy that's here. But I feel like what you don't know, and I feel like you know it, but I feel like it's like you know it, but you don't know it, right? You know that there's a lot of feeling, there's a lot of passion, there's a but I don't feel like you really know in your heart of hearts that they want a relationship with you. And that is what is scaring the cockapoo out of you, and what has you worried that they're going to find someone else, or that they are seeing other people, or that he's not leaving his ex-wife, and all of this. But I feel like what you need to know is that yeah, and they don't even want you to think about the future, because they were I was going to go there, but they blocked me from the future because they're like, but that doesn't matter, right? What you don't know that you need to know regarding your connection with Walter is how big of a fear it is that you feel you won't be chosen, and sit with that, because that's the big fear that keeps riling up and coming up and going, what does it mean if they don't choose me? Well, what does it mean? Nothing about you, right? And then for your fortune cookie, let's look in, we're going to have the angel number oracle. What else do you want Maria to know here about relationship? All right. Yeah, 2121. Energy levels, prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. Again, that 10 of wands. Are you focusing on gratitude or are you focusing on your fears? So guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. And a big capital U it has there, which is know that you are enough, that whether you end up with them or not doesn't define who you are. You'll be fine either way. Um, so just be aware of that. I like that. All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. Thank you again for your dual donations and have a great evening. All right. So that was it for the donations. The rest of these will go a little bit faster. The free readings are just 1 to 2 cards. But we will start off here with my YouTube channel members. And bring these over. So I've got 4 of those. So up first, we've got Moonlight. Hopefully you're sleeping well and you're catching this in the morning. Good morning to you from the other side of the world. So your free question you only had 1 question today. What's coming for you this weekend and in the following days after this big shift happening? All right, let's take a look here. So what's coming for you this weekend? And in the following days. Okay, so we have 1 for the weekend, 1 for the following days. This weekend, you had the 6 of Pentacles, which is this feeling of balance in the outside world. So this equal giving and receiving, this feeling of kind of fullness as well. So you do have this great energy that you can tap into and realize that the outside world is a reflection of your inside world. And so as you become balanced on the inside world, your outside world balances out too, amazingly enough. And then in the following days, you've got the 9 of Cups. Yeah. This feeling of joy, this feelings of almost like dreams come true, wish energy here. But I feel like it starts with your self-love, right? They've got is it a cotton candy? I don't know what they have in their hand there, but normally it's like it would be great if it was an Ace of Cups because that's your self-love. And again, they're just referring to your emotional state, that how you feel on the inside is what's going to kind of color how you see the world. And I like this because it's like, what's coming for you this? Well, whatever you choose, because every moment is a choice, right? You get to choose the story, you get to choose the emotion, you get to choose the energy, you get to choose your physical action. And that's all independent of what reality is, because you don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. So as you get this balance inside, as you connect this beautiful love inside, then that changes how you perceive the world. And that's an amazing thing because everyone sees the world differently, right? Excuse me. So that is what they have for you, my dear. So rest easy knowing that all the power's in here, right? Right. So many blessings to you. Take a quick sip here. All right. And then Shawn G, you are up next. Will you be able to hire the marketing company you met with for the end of March? Right. And if you did, I feel like you've asked this And I did answer that whenever you asked it before, if you want more information on that. Um, I'm always amazed when I remember readings because I do so many of them. But I feel like there was an alternate one that they were referring you to. But let's take a look here and see what comes through here. Will you be able to hire the marketing company? All right. Yeah, see, I have the Two of Pentacles again. I don't know if it was like Two of Pentacles before, but the Two of Pentacles is two choices in the outside world. And you have the King of Swords, which is, you know, clarity, looking for clarity, doing your research, more investigation. Because I feel like you met with a marketing company, but I feel like there's another one out there. So you can and will be able to hire the marketing company by the end of March if that's what you decide. But they're kind of nudging you to say get a second opinion, get a second, meet with a second marketing company and do your research because I feel like there's clarity that needs to be seen and make sure to read all your contracts. Make sure that they're matching up to what you're wanting. There's nothing hidden in there and there's nothing missing in them too. But I feel like they're kind of nudging you to find a second company because I feel like there's one that's even better for you. But so that's what they have for you, Shawn G. So hopefully that helps. Like, no, it makes it more difficult, but it's for you. All right. Many blessings. Right. And then Livier Vergara, hello, hello. So you want to ask, will your resume be noticed by a good place to start working, or will it take you more time for you to be noticed? All right, let's take a look here. So based on current energy, will your resume be noticed by a good company? All right. All right. Well, you got the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, which is very stable energies. Very balanced energies. So I feel like it'll take a little bit of time, but the fours can be also stagnant energy. Um, uh, I'm feeling like this nudge to act, that waiting for to be noticed. I feel like if you do wait, it does take more time for you to be noticed by someone. Um, and I feel like approaching it differently, taking action, like taking your resume into places, um, and not like I don't know if it's like you put your resume out like on a website or into this place and people are looking for that and that type of thing. I almost feel like if going smaller, like not going to such a big company, but a small company where you actually walk in and apply for a job and hand a resume to someone and they're like, yeah, if you have a minute, let me run that back them to them, or yeah, let's set an appointment up. It's like the big corporations, you can kind of get lost in the mix, and I just feel like a smaller company is kind of what they're nudging you toward, if that makes sense. So that's what they have for you, Livier. Hopefully that helps, my dear. Hang in there. Many blessings to you. And then Happy Pill, you would like a love life message. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about love? All right. So you've got the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So, you know, the Knight of Wands is about fast moving energy. And it just feels like there's a lot of passion that this giant lion um, is trying to get your way here. But the Nine of Wands is like a block that's there. And so if you feel like your love life has been kind of barren like a desert, you're camel and you're thirsty. Just know that they're keeping away people that are not able to give emotion, that are only able to give passion. And it's because they don't have a whole lot of self-love, and so they're not able to give love. What they've learned is I can give passionate intimacy, touching, sex, all that, and they replace that. Um, I'm sorry, they replace emotion with that. And so spirit in your soul and your spiritual posse been going, no, we what we do, what we've always done, we get what we've always gotten, and we don't want that. So they kind of put a kibosh on allowing all these horny little chihuahuas that want to hump your leg, keeping them at bay. They put up a little baby gate so the chihuahuas can't get to you. I love your spirit guides. But they so it's allowing you time to raise your love vibration, so you'll draw in and people who are able to give emotionally, not just physically and passion. So just know it's for you, um and that's what they have right now for you there. So hopefully that makes sense. But many blessings to you. Hang in there, happy pill. That's what they have for you right now. All righty. And that's it for the YouTube channel members. Now we'll move on to the other free readings. So let me move some of these over here. Like I said, we've got about 9 or 10. So let me just scooch these over. Okay, that's enough for now. So up first, we got Victoria Huber-Ramirez. Hello, hello. You want to know what is coming towards you this upcoming week. So what does Spirit want you to know about this upcoming week? All right, you get that one. What else? Okay, and that one there. All right, what do we have coming in here? All right. So you have the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. So in this upcoming week, there is this sense of abundance with the 10 of Pentacles. And it's also my relationship card. And the 2 of Pentacles is like a choice between two things in the outside world. And it's interesting. It's kind of like you're becoming aware of two individuals this coming week, because it was this coming week you're asking for. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, this is coming fast. But two individuals that you have interest in or you think are interested in you. And I just feel like there's a lot of clarity and balance that comes in, because I feel like there's two individuals and your idea of relationship, there's a lot of clarity that comes in, like who would they be in a relationship? Who would they be in a relationship? At least you're getting clarity in your own mind about what you would want, what you wouldn't want. But I feel like there's these two situations that are bringing you clarity. And it may not be, it doesn't have to be a relation, like two love interests. It can almost be like this energy of, like, you see people going through relationship troubles even, but it's your reflection of love interest, whether it's between people and you or people and each other, and you're going, I wouldn't want that. And you're like, I want that. And I feel like you're learning a lot, maybe through both of these things. And maybe you do have two people in your mind, but you're seeing things reflected in the outside world that are allowing you to maintain this balance and gain a lot of clarity around what you're wanting in a relationship. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what they have for you, Victoria. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Faith and Love, you're up next. So what's coming in for love for you by the end of February, which is just 2 weeks? Can you believe it? Zoom, zoom, zoom. All right. So by the end of February, what's coming in for love for you here? All right. So you've got the 6 of Pentacles and you got the 3 of Cups here. Now, the 3 of Cups is this this is your community. This is joy and celebration and getting together, and this also is this energy of what comes first for love for you is if you don't have like two best friends who um will like be with you for life unless until one of you passes away, right? It's like it's your support group. You all support one another. You're the ones who keep each other in check, like, hey, you're shrinking, you're dimming your light. Um, and that's your pattern, how you shrink yourself when you get into a relationship. You're like, no. And you're like, you're so right. And they're like, that's right. And then to be like, hey, have a date Thursday night. And they're like, no, Thursday night is our girls' night or our friends' night out. And you know that. So they can take you out on Friday and they make you honor your life and not give up your life for them. It's that kind of support. And I feel like if you don't have that, that you start to meet them in these next 2 weeks, because that's like a precursor, or what do they say when you're like a prerequisite, like a class you have to take before you can take another class. This is what is coming first before you have that. Because the Six of Pentacles is that energy of codependency and the overgiving, and I have to give so much and deserve so little, and you guys keep each other in check to make sure you don't fall into those habits of ending up being an overgiver and ending up with a taker, and all the lovely stuff that comes with codependent relationships. So that's what's coming now for you first, which is good because that's important to have people who care about us, that don't let us fall back into old patterns, right? And it's good. And you support them too in that too. So I like that for you, faith and love. So hopefully that brings joy to you. You're like, damn it. All right. So many blessings to you. And then content, you're up. What's the week ahead? What does Spirit want you to know about your week ahead? All right. Well, evidently these are your cards. So you got the Emperor card first, which is Aries energy. It's about making decisions. You do have the Page of Wands and the Four of Pentacles that came out too. Page of Wands is about new passion, new action. And the Four of Pentacles, you got the major arcana number 4 with the Emperor. The Four of Pentacles is like a card of stability in the outside world, but also like home and stability, um, specifically about the outside world and what you perceive as your world. So got a lot of action energy here with the Emperor and the Page of Wands. And I just feel like you have some decision making coming up where you're standing up for what you're wanting. Where do you want to live? What do you want to do? What does a full life mean to you? And there is this nudge, this energy about defining yourself by the outside world and feeling unstable when you do. And three areas that we're taught to define ourselves by are relationships, situations, and things like our bodies, our bank accounts, and possessions, situations like jobs, education, social status, things we can get into. And relationships are relationships of all kinds. And this is this energy of I'm I'm wanting to take my power back. I'm wanting to decide for myself what I want, putting a plan together and putting action behind it instead of feeling like all these things that the outside world define me. No, I define me. All these people, all these things define what I should or shouldn't do. No, I define this. And this Emperor energy is about you stepping up and going and deciding what direction do I want to head in life, whether that is relationships or job or education or where you live or social, like finances or whatever. It's about you stepping into your power. And there's a lot of this energy that's kicking in for you to I just feel like you've been feeling almost powerless. And this is a change of energy that's coming in for you to go, all right, I'm going to get out of my head and get out away from everyone else's opinion. That's what the emperor does. They have all these advisors yapping in their ear about the supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's, blah, blah, blah. And they're going, thank you for your opinion. Clear the throne room. I'm going to decide. I'm the emperor. I get to decide. And I'm going to choose a path. I'm going to put a plan together. I'm going to start taking action toward it. And I feel like that's a big, huge week of stepping into living the life you want instead of the life you think everyone else thinks you're supposed to live. And it's a big aha time for you. So that's what I feel is coming in for you. Content. So many blessings to you. Enjoy that. Freedom. All right. And let me just bring the last of these over here. All right. So up next, we got Swaroop Bobby. So a career reading. All right. So what does Spirit want you to know about career right now? All right. Let's shuffle these up. Hang in there. Hang in there, everybody. We're almost done. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So career. All right. There we go. So you've got the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords does represent this battle between the head and the heart, right? And so we do feel here that, we've got a lot of opinion we have when we're growing up, right? About what career you should have, you're supposed to have, you need to have, you must have, rooted in fear of rejection, fear of letting someone down. And often we're given, dreams from someone else, and we end up, where we wake up in the morning going, oh God, I got to go live my dream. Crap. That's not our dream. That's someone else's dream that we took on as our own. But there is this movement. I mean, you got the 8 of Wands, which is this energy that's coming in that I feel like you're becoming where you just feel like the fears of doing what you want to do in the past have outweighed this uncomfortable feeling of not being true to your authentic self. And with this 8 of Wands, this energy is bursting and coming in where you're this ugly feeling of like, I'm stagnant, I'm existing, I'm not living. Energies outweighing your fears. And you're getting ready to make a leap with this energy because you have the Hanged Man and the Wheel of Fortune that came into. And the Hanged Man is about seeing things from a different perspective, but also transformation. And the Wheel of Fortune is about knowing that everything that happens in life is for you, and that you do have this, it's almost like this fated feeling that I need to be doing something else. I need to do something that's more in alignment with my heart, that makes my heart want to sing instead of feel like I'm existing. I need to live. And this is the energy that's coming in that's so dramatic. I need to live. But it is. It's about I don't want to just fit in and just survive and just exist. I need to feel like I wake up in the morning and I have a dream. I have something that I'm living for, not just here I am. I'm living to work. No, it's I'm working to live. Whatever I'm doing is to fund my dream. What am I doing, right? And I feel like this is what's coming in is this shaking up, and this is a big year of that kind of energy of realizing there's more to all this than what I've been taught. And my heart wants to lead me somewhere, and it's about getting in tune with your heart and seeing where it leads you. So I feel like that's what they want you to know right now, Swaroop. So many blessings. Hang in there. Enjoy that adventure. All right. And then we have Munni Yadav. So hello. So your question is, how will the relationship and bonding between you and fiance Manoj after the marriage? You're getting married on March 2nd. Ooh. All right. So you want to double check in case you need to escape and run away. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here. So let's take a look here. So after you guys get married, based on current energy, what does the bonding look like here? Okay, nope, I thought there was another card. So let's see what else here. All right, I'll give you those two as well. All right. Oh, all right. So you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So it will take time to bond. But you've got the Two of Cups, which is all about important relationship and very important emotional bond. So I love that Two of Cups or the Lover's card is like the love card. So I do feel like this bond does happen here. And even with the Three of Wands, the Three of Wands is that it goes a direction that you really aren't expecting. And I like this because I feel like it's not like a, oh my God, unexpected thing. It's like a change of direction where you're like, wow, this is so much more than I thought it was going to be. Um, and I like this for you. It feels very positive. The Two of Cups, of course, is a great energy. Just allow time and be patient. Um, if you approach it with gratitude for everything, what are you like and what are you grateful for in the relationship, in the marriage, right? That'll grow and expand. If you focus on expectations, it needs to be this, it needs to be that, and it's not this, it's not that yet. And we put that energy into it, we grow that and we create separation instead of bonding and unity. When we're grateful for the bonding and unity and the things that we love, that helps things bond that way, right? So focus on what you're grateful for in them. And you can't fake it, it's your energy. If you have fears, face them, but spend most of your energy on gratitude, unconditional love, joy, laughter, peace, instead of fear, right? Because the more we focus on fear, the more we draw the stuff we're fearing to us. Or if we fear we won't bond, we actually push the bonding away instead of gratitude for every piece of bonding that we feel in what we're enjoying, right? So focus on what you're grateful for. Make it a practice every moment as much as you can, and that speeds things up too. Because lower vibration energy of fear slows things down. Higher vibration of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude speeds things up, draws us faster together. So hopefully that helps. But I like this for you. So hang in there and congratulations. Many blessings to you. All right. And then we have Nadine D. Thank you for all your comments. As I was reading through and cutting and pasting these everyone's readings out. I read some of the stuff I missed when I was live, and you're hilarious. Thank you. Give me a lot of laughs. All right. So Nadine, a general quickie whenever you fit it in. All right. Let's see what Spirit has for you. So funny. Sense of humor is so important in this life, isn't it? All right. We're going to give you 4. So let's see. You have 2 and 2. Oh, wow. I love the Eight of Wands and the Phoenix energy here. So the Eight of Wands is about messages from Spirit and a lot of messages. And the Phoenix, actually, my fire elemental spirit guide is actually a collective, a sub collective of the Syrian Starseed Collective. You know, Sirius A, Sirius B, it's all that Syrian starseed. Well, they're from Sirius B, and they're a collective, a sub-collective of the big collective, and they're called the Phoenix. And it's this energy coming in together is I feel like they're wanting you to know that you are channeling messages from spirit. And I feel like getting to know your spirit guides in a deeper way is like I feel like they're inviting a deeper relationship. Like if you haven't asked who your spirit guides are, or your elemental spirit guides. We're on this quest this year and getting to know them. I have, if you check my main page or in the description box of the video, there's a playlist for the quests, the monthly quest videos. Last month, we connected with our air elemental. This month, we'll be connecting to the water elemental, and then the earth elemental, and then the fire. Sorry, Phoenix, there'll be less. But, and then we'll be connecting with our guardian angel the fifth month. So I feel like this is an invitation or confirmation to you. You could already be knowing that you're channeling messages from your spirit guides, but they're wanting um, to extend an invitation for even a deeper connection. And I love this for you. And they're giving you messages and signs and synchronicities all over the place in the outside world, music, license plates, overhearing conversations, all sorts of stuff in the physical world. I mean, I feel like you're just getting so many synchronicities. Then they're also dropping things into your head, and then also emotional energies, energy, spiritual energy, but all over the place. I feel like they're connecting with you. So they're confirming that and they're extending that invitation. You also have here the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. Yeah. There's this acknowledgement here that you have been leaving behind old ways of thinking, small teachers that have been rooted in fear, and you've been seeing things from a higher perspective, which is igniting this download, this Page of Wands. It says Ace of Wands, but they're telling me it's a it's the ignition of new energy, which is like an upgrade, a download for you, in that you have all this energy and this expansiveness that's happening in your life. And I feel like you've been feeling the energies, and I feel like these eclipses are bringing in special energy for you in alignment with your planet. So I don't know where you have Virgo or Leo in your chart, but we've got not Leo, Aries. It's an Aries new moon in the end of March, and the Virgo full moon. And those are the eclipses, lunar and solar, in March. And I feel like these are, you've been feeling the energy for weeks now. But as you get closer to those dates, and 6 to 8 weeks afterwards, too, you're going to be influenced by it. But I feel like it's such an energetic time, and you're feeling this. And they just wanted to make sure you knew what all this energy was, that you feel like you're buzzing, but also that they're inviting you to a deeper connection. So I love that for you, Nadine. Boom. Right. And that's what they have for you right now, my dear. So many blessings to you. And then Pamela Lay, hello, hello. You'd like to get a message. All right. I didn't see a different question, so we'll pull a general reading here. Let's see what Spirit has here for you. What do they want you to know right now? All right. Look at you. You got the High Priestess and the 10 of Wands. So lot of connection to spirit here. You've got the High Priestess. I feel like you have this kind of urge to pull back and go up into your High Priestess temple and connect with spirit and look behind the veil and dive deep into your emotions and even into the subconscious world, into the Akashic records. But I feel like you've got this strong energy, dragging you, not that you have to be drugged, but like luring you into this higher vibrational energy with this 10 of Wands. So much energy. Um, but I just feel like it's a positive thing, kind of like we were just talking about with Nadine, where it feels like you're being invited to expand your spiritual gifts and enhance them. Usually the High Priestess, I was thinking the Queen of Wands usually just has a black cat, and you have a even bigger cat here. That's why I feel like you're being invited to expand into a new spiritual gift that maybe you've had interest in, that you've dabbled in, but this is like taking to a whole new level in this. And I feel like they want you to know this energy that you've been feeling is this expansiveness, is this raising to a new level, and that you're not now that I'm disclaimer, I'm not a licensed psychologist, but like you're not crazy. That's what spirit says. um with all this energy and like Nadine, I feel like you both have been getting this buzzing feeling, and you just feel like, where's all this energy coming from with all the planetary energies that have been going on? It's like your birth chart is just being lit up with all these connections with all the different alignments of planets and changes, and it's just like everything is impacting and relating to your birth chart, that you just feel this changes that are happening inside you. So that's all they have for you. Pamela. So hopefully that resonates for you, and that's what they have for you right now. All right, so many blessings to you. All right, and then Valerie Calver, I'm sorry I didn't catch this when we were live, but you had asked for your donation reading, a timeline for this to happen, and this was your general reading around career and finance. So, and we knew that there was like this change happening, this respark of something new, right? So let's see here. Can they tell us anything about timing? Okay, and this one. Wow. So we got the King of Cups, which is balancing between the head and the heart. And the Ten of Pentacles, there is this, it's normally about abundance and fulfillment, but there's this ending that comes in here in the outside world. There's something that's switching in the outside world. There's a significant ending that's opening a new beginning that's coming up here. And it's about balance of head and heart. So when we look at that combination, I know I wish I could have like a date and time for you, but it's because it's based upon you, and with you balancing your head with your heart. Because as long as we stay in our head, it's not going to allow us to change. It's about you going, okay, I'm going to need to take action in the outside world. I need to put something into play in the outside world, but I need to get out of my head and into my heart, or at least balance my head with my heart and find out what is it that I want to do. Because that's all dependent upon your inner journey. Spirit, they're like, we have eternity. There's no rush. So whenever you decide it, there's no judgment, but it's all dependent upon when you step forward and do that. I'm just gonna. I have a time oracle cards here, and I just want to see what comes through, see if it resonates. Because I'm like, okay, you said all that, but then you're showing me these time oracle. So after that said, let's see. They gave you two cards. What are these going to say? Wow. Okay. So the earliest would be May, based on current energy, is when you have some awareness around all this. And then, but this year sometime, got all that, there's the fireworks going off. So sometime this year, between May and the end of the year, is when, based on current energies, when the spark, the fireworks happen. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you, Valerie. So many blessings. And thank you again for your donation earlier today, too. All right. And then lastly, but not leastly, we've got Diksha Dubey. Dubey. I'm probably mispronouncing that. My apologies. And you would like a reading about love for you. All right. So let's take a look here. So a reading about love. Okay. Wow. Well, you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is one of my cards that represents relationships. So you definitely have relationship in your future. Even if you're in one now, I feel like you'll be in a different one later. Because the Seven of Wands is about like being able to be yourself, not dim your light, not asking permission to shine. It's like you're the sun. And it's not about defending what you're wanting or who you are, but really being true to your authentic and unique self. And that's the important thing here because, of course, we're taught a lot of supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's about who we're supposed to be, who we're supposed to be in a relationship, how the relationship is supposed to form, and what the relationship is supposed to bring and mean about me, and who they're supposed to be and who they're supposed to be in the relationship. And it just sucks the life out of us because all this long list of expectations, we focus on so much on it. We're always focusing on what's not happening, who someone's not being, who I'm not being, what it's not bringing me. And that sucks the life out of any relationship. And so, this about standing and being true to one's authentic self means you also allow the other person to be true, and you allow the relationship to be its authentic self and not trying to fit it into a box, but questioning our thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are so restrictive, that are rooted in fear, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough, whatever those fears are. What will people think? Blah, blah, blah. And realizing that your relationship is your own. I also feel like with this energy, this is about not trying to fill a position in your life that I need a relationship. And so I'm interviewing and doing background checks and, you know, dating and trying to find someone that will fit this position. That's like being a hiring manager at a corporation. You're trying to find someone to fill a position. You have the qualifications. Bleh, right? The other way that we can find relationships is by living our passion, living our lives. And when we're out doing what we love, we bump into someone else who's doing what they love, and a spark happens, and then a relationship organically grows from that. Not that we're searching for a relationship to somehow make us feel full and complete. We're like, no, I'm living my life, I'm living my passion, and I want to share it with someone, but they are not my hobby. Finding love is not our hobby. Doing things we love and being creative and living life. And then we find someone who's also doing that when we're out living life. And then a relationship is sparked with that person because we sparked with them, not because we were trying to fill a position in our lives, if that makes sense. I feel like that's the important thing to work through right now, and to change that energy, because then when you're out living your passions, you're loving life, you draw someone to you who loves you for being the authentic you, not you trying to be someone that someone wants to be with, right? It sets us free. It sets them free. It sets our relationship free. And that's what they have for you right now. So hopefully that makes sense, Diksha. So many blessings to you. And thank you guys so much for your patience in getting to your readings. If I missed anyone, my deepest apologies. Please, please let me know, or come back tomorrow. I'll be back at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, in about 12 hours. And then tomorrow night as well at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and on Sunday as well as 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So thank you guys again for all your love, all your support. I'm so grateful that we're on this journey together. And remember, as we're going through this adventure, that every second of every day of our lives, we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. And remember, have fun. We'll see you soon.